Well, folks, I've been really sick ever since my trip to China, and I've been down. I don't know if I have COVID or what, but I meant to do this video a lot earlier, but better late than never. And it probably won't be highly edited, and I may get mixed up. I'm on a lot of cold medicine, so you'll have to bear with me. But I did want to bring you a couple of these deals. Now, these deals are products that I either own or have purchased. So you can rest assured that I either know them or I'm putting my money kind of where my mouth is because I'm taking advantage of some of these deals as well. So I'm going to have a bit of a section on cameras, especially some action camera deals. Then I'll move into some accessories for cameras and then also some lenses that I found for cameras. Then we'll move more into the tech space. We'll have a bit about maker products, also things like 3D filament deals, stuff like that. So more of the tech side of things. And then I have one odd one that I'll throw here in the middle, just because it is something that I use and wear every day, and I really like it. So with that, we're going to start off with a bunch of good deals that Insta360 is having. So if you head over to Insta360, you can see they have a beautiful Black Friday deal going on right now. They've got $85 off of the newest Insta360 X5. I've been very clear with my audience in terms of 360-degree cameras. There is no better company than Insta360. They have just taken it to a whole nother level. I also really like their editing software. They've done a really good job with that. I think that they've done it much better than DJI has done, either on the 360 side of things, but also on the software side of things. These cameras are great. I will say that they do film 8K and above, and that is going to be something that is going to take up a lot of space on your computer. So just if you're going to be editing this stuff, be aware of that. But it's really great because you can reframe it and you don't really have to worry about just one perspective. I use it a lot, as you saw on this beginning slide, snowboarding and outside. Even if I'm on a hike, put it on a selfie stick that becomes invisible, and then you can reframe it in the post-production. So $85 off at $464.99. Then they've got the Insta Ace Pro 2. That's going to come off at $65 off. That's going to be $354. This is a camera that I don't yet have. It's actually in the mail. I went ahead and took advantage of this, and I can't wait because I did review the Ace Pro, the initial one. I didn't really like it that much, but what I've seen out of the Ace Pro 2, it looks really good. They've corrected a lot of these things, and I'll be honest with you, I miss the flip-up screen. The flip-up screen is incredible. The next one down here is their new Ultra. I don't have the Ultra. Hopefully I will be getting it. This is kind of their newest micro model, kind of competing right now with the DJI Nano, but this one does not have any overheating problems. Again, that's $70 off. The only dig on this one that a lot of people have with Insta360 is that it's not 10-bit. So if you do like the color grade, I don't really notice that. I mean, I guess if you're a super professional and trying to push the colors a lot, 8 to 10-bit goes without saying. 10-bit's going to be better. But I think for the average person, 8-bit's fine, even if you're going to do some light color grading. This is another camera I have coming in the mail. This is the Insta360 X4 Air. That one is $100 off at $300. Again, this is going to be a smaller, lighter version of the X4. This one's also rather new, so it's good to see even some of their newer models are on sale right now as well, which you're not going to see with like the newest stuff from DJI. Then the last one is that the last one? There might be, oh yeah, there's still a couple more. So the Insta360 Go 3S, I have it right here. I use this a lot. Again, it has the flip-up screen, as you can see here. So the flip-up screen, to me, again, just for framing, it seems kind of trivial, but you start to miss it, just especially when you're trying to frame things out. You're down low. You can flip up that screen, take a look at the screen, and make sure you know what you're looking at. Also, it's super discreet, doesn't overheat. Now, this doesn't have an internal SD card like the Ultra, so you are limited here in some regard, but a great little camera that I've been using ever since the original one. You have the X4. That's going to be $200 off, so for $300, you're going to be able to get the X4. Now, I shoot on the X4. Actually, this is the X3. I forgot. I don't have the X4. I'm getting the X4 Air. The X4, good, and especially at $200 off. I don't know much about their InstaFlow 2 series. This is their gimbal. If you're interested in that, that's again another good deal. It's $30 off. So for $100 for like a camera stabilizer, that's pretty dang good. Now the X3, I did a video on this. It is a great camera. I still think it holds up even now. And this is what I use right now. I did upgrade, as I mentioned, to the X4 Air, but the 3, I think this is a phenomenal camera too, and you're saving $220 at $229. But check out Insta360. They got some really good deals, and all these other links down below. Again, they will be affiliate links if you want to help support the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, so if you are interested, I would really appreciate it. It helps out the channel so much. It allows me to pursue my dream of becoming full-time YouTuber if I can. So that's Insta360. But on the DJI side, first thing I want to start off with, I think this is an incredible deal. I like their microphones. I have a couple of these. I went ahead and bought another one at $25, folks. Again, I'll have links to all these things. They are affiliate links. I want to make that clear. So you can use them if you want to support it. If not, just go straight to any of these. Nope, I don't care if you do or not. I would love you to, but you can go straight here and see this as well. So just search up DJI mic and you'll pull this stuff up, or any of these things. So here you can see the DJI mic. I did purchase this. I went with white just because I don't have it. Now this does have the ability to sync up not only obviously with DJI products, but also with some Insta360 products, the X4, the X5, the Ultra, more of their newer line. You can use this as well. Insta360 also does have a microphone that's on sale. It's a little bit more expensive, $39. But the reason I got this DJI one is because I know it will work with both DJI as well as Insta360 as someone who shoots on both. So incredible deal there. It's, again, $25, folks. This is a great little microphone. I highly encourage it. Next product we have here is the Action 5. You're going to get it for 23% off. Action 5 is good. I'll be honest with you, between the 4 and the 5, there's certainly a little bit of an upgrade, but not a lot. I think this is probably one of their most disappointing launches. For me, I tend to grab the Action 4 over the Action 5. Nothing wrong with the Action 5. More dynamic stops. I just think it looks a little over-processed, but it's the same size sensor, folks. So if you had the budget, sure, it's good. It has a couple extra features. There's like tracking and stuff like that. Again, more ease of use stuff, and it does have a bit more dynamic range. I've proven that. So, that's $269. But if you want to save some money, this is one of the most incredible deals as well. This is the DJI Action 4. That's $209, folks. I've seen it as low as $199. Well, this is weird. Hold on. This is Essential Combo. Holy cow. I didn't realize that. So you might want to look at this. So now you get the Essential Combo for $199, whereas the standard combo, I don't really know the difference. I'll let you guys peep that. But $199 to $209. So again, I reach for this camera a lot. And now I'm kind of reaching for the 6, because between the 4 and the 6, that's a definite upgrade. But between the 4 and the 5, not so much. And I like the 4 isn't as processed as the 5. $209, save yourself $60. Now this is the other thing. I got to go down here. This is kind of random, but I've been rocking these shoes, a couple of pair of these shoes. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have an affiliate with them yet or anything else, but I'm really impressed with Allbirds because they're made really rugged. I use these in my travel, and they're 50% off everything right now. So if you're looking for shoes, they've got a lot of great shoes. I really do like their product. I think they're made in a very responsible way, doing a lot of cool things with alternative materials that are more renewable, as well as wool. And if you're not familiar with wool, I wear as much wool as I can because it's naturally wicking. So it keeps you cool, it keeps you warm when it needs to. It's just a very universal fabric. I went with these dashers here, and then I think I also got the runners. They also make a ton of these. They have these slippers right now for 50% off. I forget, they end up being like, I don't know, what is it? Let's see if I can pull up a size here. $37, and these are all wool. So again, this is Allbirds, just kind of a random thing to throw in there before we move on to some other things. Next up, we have a tripod that I bought. Now, I've been looking for this for a while. I like this one because it has a button on top that you can click, and then it springs out. You can kind of see that faded right here. And that's just going to allow you to then get an instant tripod. Actually has a really good head on it as well. So if you do video pretty strong, this will just give me a handle that I needed for my bigger cameras that I use. I won't use this with like an action camera more than likely. I mean, I could for sure. But for me, it's going to be more so something I've been looking at. Now it's 16% off, so you save a little bit, save a little bit at $40. The next thing we're going to look at is, again, another thing that I've been turned on to by another creator. Oh gosh, I'm going to forget his name, but I'll link it down below. But yeah, using this magnetic thing, it's really cool because like a lot of the action cameras, the smaller ones, the Nano, or I can't find this one. Here we go. or the Go. They're magnetic on the back, so you can take something like this and stick it on the metal, anything that's metal, and it can give you, just a instant tripod. So I wanted to go ahead and grab this. His name is Aaron, and I'll link his information down below. He's the one who really, I got to give credit where credit's due, turned me on to the possibilities. He's mounting the Pocket 3s in crazy places. Great channel. I'll link him down below as well. Next up is this right here. This is I haven't gotten another one of these. I do have one of these. I got it for my trip to China. I was able to carry this on. This is the Ulanzi MT71. This is really cool. I'll switch over here. I don't know if I'll get all this in the shot, but this will give you an idea. So here it is, and let's see. It's so hard. So I'm 6'2", which means, I don't know, that's pretty, I don't know what my wingspan is, but pretty beastly, of course. So anyways, this folds down to like this big, goes out to 57.48 inches, but it also has this really great tripod. And the tripod is super sturdy, right? So you can see here. So I use this a lot for lights. I use it a lot for cameras. And then if I want, it just becomes a small little selfie stick. It's not that big to throw into the side of my backpack. I'll be getting another one of these. I have the bigger brother version too. These are awesome. Hands down, whether you're gonna use them in the studio, whatever, portable wise, they're really great. It's tough, somewhat tough when it's uneven ground. You probably want a tripod, but yeah, you can always find a place to stick this, or pile some rocks underneath one side of it. I've been known to do that, but pretty lightweight and pretty rugged, really well constructed. So I highly recommend this, and go ahead and get one of these tripods. It's a no-brainer. Now the next thing I'll show you is a couple different lenses. These lenses are really good. They have two versions. Sony makes, and this is Sony branded, Sony official. They make an 50 millimeter and I think a 35 millimeter in these prime lenses that are f1.8. That's going to give you a really nice bokeh. So especially when you're beginning, you don't want to put a whole lot into it. Having a 50 and a 35 that is f1.8, man, at $228, I think this is a no-brainer as well. You can see this. I bought this back in 2023 as one of my first ever lenses as I was getting into this game. Now, secondly, close up to this, I didn't buy it on Amazon, so it doesn't say that I did, but trust me, I did. This is the Tamron 28-75. It's f2.8 again. These are going to be all Sony, just because I shoot Sony, but I'm sure there's comparable if you shoot, Nikon, if you shoot, something like Canon. But the Tamron lenses I really do like. 28-75 is going to give you a great range, especially for if you're on the street or you just want kind of bring one lens. I think that's a really good range, other than the fact that, 28 is a little tough. It's a little too close in for vlogging, so you're going to want to put it on something like that tripod I showed you, or a selfie stick if you're shooting on a full frame. Now, they do say this will work APS-C, but remember, there's going to be a crop because you're on APS-C. I shoot with this on a Sony ZV-1, and it is a full frame camera, and this is what I use for my full frame as well. But I also have a ZV-E10, I think it's called, and that's an APS-C lens, and I actually use this, and this is the Viltrox 13mm f1.4. Again, I'm shooting on it right now. This is my main in studio, if you call this a studio, lens that I use. It's $388. 20% off. I really do like this lens. It's got great autofocus. It's really wide. I don't have much room behind my setup here, so it's really right behind my monitor. And that 13 millimeters is plenty wide, as you can see. And if need to, because it's an APS-C sensor, I can always crop it in, zoom it in with like pure zoom or something on the camera itself. But as far as APS-C lens, yeah, I think this is a great deal. They also have like the 15 millimeter. That's going to be even 1.7. That's $191. So it seems like they have a lot of good Black Friday sales. Again, I do support Viltrox. I do think they make a pretty good, cheaper lens. Next up is we're going to move into some more of the technicals and technical stuff. I shouldn't say technical stuff, right? It's not technical, but you get what I mean. Again, cold medicine, boys. So I ended up buying this smartwatch only because it's $29. I need a new one. I beat up my watches, and I just need basic information. I don't even care about heart rate or any of that stuff. I've got running watches for that if I need to go that route. But for an everyday watch, I just need to show notifications, sync to my phone. Sure, cool if I can answer the phone, but I'm not going to speak into the watch personally. I'll just speak into my earphones or into the phone itself. This is $29, marked down from $129. I did look at the reviews. I did some research. Looks good. So I went ahead and picked this up just for an everyday watch that I don't mind, at $29 if I beat it up. But it does seem to have a lot of features, the health features and stuff like that. $29 and it has like a 5-star rating with 487 views or reviews. That's pretty dang good for a product. So I figure I'd give this one a try. Of course, when I get it, I might do a review on it. Secondly, I use these. You can see purchased 4 times. I'll probably get another pair. I use these quite a bit. This is Soundcore P30i from Anker. Does a pretty good job. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but I think for the price range, these are my go-to. My dog has a penchant to chew up my earphones. So I am always getting these things, and I always run back to these because I think for the price to what you're getting, it's really good. The sound quality is great. And noise canceling is pretty good. Also has transparency mode. So I use these a lot when I'm riding on a snowboard or I'm running, and I put transparency mode on so I can actually hear the music, but I can also hear other people, or when I pause it, it amplifies the sound a bit. So that really helps me, especially when I've got my helmet on and, you know, a beanie on and stuff like that. These are really good. They're decent for mic in terms of mic to phone. It's not going to be like your Apple products, but it's decent. I would say that's probably the biggest downfall, but I don't really use them for that. So I highly recommend the Soundcore. They're on sale for $24. Next up is something that I just needed. I'm tired of using disposable batteries. I found these. This is going to give me AAAs, AA's. Comes with the batteries, comes with the charger, $18, 27% off. Been looking at this for quite some time. This way I can recharge these and I don't have to contribute to filling up landfills. There's actually a lamp. You can actually see it right there behind me. That takes AAAs, 2 AAAs. And I got tired of replacing these because I like the way it looks back there. But I'm conscious of the environment. I just got to feeling really bad about throwing away batteries. So yeah, I went ahead and grabbed these. Now, next up is Seed Studio. If you guys aren't familiar with Seed Studio, phenomenal company. They're for us makers. They have all the different parts and pieces. They have a tremendous amount of products. They got things from Meshtastic. This is actually their Meshtastic receiver. I'll be doing a video on this here shortly. I had some plans, but because the government shut down and stuff, my trip got canceled. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of stuff with Seed Studio products here in the future. They've got great products, and you can see here they've got a great sale going on right now. $150, $25 off if you spend $150, $60, $350, and $100 on $600. So a lot of discounts you can apply. So they have a lot of things from home assistant to ESP32 to robotic arms, STEM kits. You know, again, it goes on, and a lot of AI stuff. They also have an AI platform, which is really strong. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on this because I love this company. I respect their founder. He is a legend in the makerspace area. They actually sponsored me to go over to the Maker Fair. Watch out for that video coming out soon. Phenomenal company, phenomenal people. Can't say how much I support them. They don't provide any monetary assistance to me. They're not sponsors or anything like that. Hopefully I will get a couple products for free to test out. But if you are into making ESP32, Arduino, Raspberry Pis, make sure you check them out. They also are having flash sales right now, so sign up for their newsletter. This is actually cool too. Just an example, they sell this home assistant product here. It's something that I may end up getting because I really like the way it looks. This is their voice module for Home Assistant. So they're connected to Home Assistant. They have a lot of products that you can dev on. And again, they also have a full AI suite, which makes it really easy to add in AI to any of your products and to some of their products that they have that's hard baked in. I don't have it right now, but I got this little thing that I'm going to be playing with. So watch out, more maker stuff coming and more home lab stuff coming as well, not just cameras. It just happens to be that season. But make sure you check out Seed Studio. These are really good deals, even if you want like e-ink displays. I mean, we're talking about us nerds out there, boys and girls and theys. This is for if you build your own stuff like I do, a great time to take advantage of the Seed Studio sale. I brought this up because I was really disappointed recently in computer prices, right? And even Black Friday, you can get some of these non-brand names, brands like for $119. But you know, anything that's fairly branded and has a name is going to be expensive. Now, this is the N100 chip that I searched. Folks, the N100 isn't even the strongest chip right now in the N series. You know, this is now legacy processor, and the prices are absurd. A lot of this has to do with tariffs, so I can't hold these people responsible. But we are kind of in a bit of a crisis when it comes to RAM, GPUs, and somewhat CPUs, and have been for a minute, but it's just kind of now hitting the market. So I don't really recommend anything right now. I mean, if you need something, definitely a good time because you're going to save it. But if you guys can just wait it out till we hopefully have some easing of these tariffs or something gives, right? Something has to break. Right now, I just, even with stuff like Unify stuff, even there's just, it's so expensive right now. So the only thing that I think is maybe worthwhile is some of these NASs. So if we look at the NASs, I use Ugreen a lot. I also build my own NASs. So if you're not into building your own things, I do recommend Ugreen. I did a video on that, it'll be linked down below. This one's pretty good for 167 and it has 2 drives. Then we also have the one that I tested out for $339. This gives you 4 drives. Really good UI. Again, I did a video on these things. Highly recommend. If you're not into Ugreen, looks like Synology's having a sale as well. So this is an example of that Ugreen that I actually did a review on. 4 bays, $339. Pretty good. Most people might not need the 4 bays. You can go with the 2 bays. Just raid them. So make sure you get 2 like drives and raid them so that they're not backing up, replicating, much different. Then you also have a backup strategy on that. You can troll my channel to see my kind of views on that. But this is the 4 bay and it's pretty good. I can highly recommend this. Secondly is eSun and filament. I use a lot of eSun. You can see there, purchased 3 times, $11.99, marked down from $17.99. If you need filament for your 3D printer, highly suggest it. I currently use the Bamboo line. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. Not one of these companies has sponsored me or has ever sponsored me. This is all stuff that I use here in the home lab. My 3D printer is behind me over here. It is actually the Bamboo Mini, and I love it. I would just wish I had a bigger one. I just don't have the space right now. Oh, am I out of focus? That's weird. Come on. All right, I was just saying how much I love you, Mr. Lens, and now you're going out of focus on me. It's probably the vid in the air, the COVID in the air. It's got it a little crazy. Anyway, so this is their version of PLA Basic. I picked up, actually it's in my cart right now, as you can see. I needed some more orange. Great time to get filament, and I do like eSun. And then eSun or Sunlu is another one that I like. This is their matte. I kind of like the matte colors. eSun doesn't offer matte, but I've been using a lot of Sunlu as well. So these aren't your name brand ones. They are a name brand now. How can I put this politely? They are just think of it like a generic brand, not like, buying it directly from Bamboo. Nothing wrong, probably better. There's a lot of advantages to Bamboo. It's able to sync with some NFC technology to automatically set your printer. This, you have to manually go in and set what's a basic filament or a Sunlab filament or Sunlu filament, depending on what you get. But again, you're going to save a lot of money. This is $12.91, marked down from $19.99. I do like the matte finish on this stuff. So matte, and then this eSun is what I pretty much PLA Basic eSun. I print most of my stuff in eSun just because when they go on sale, they go on sale. So $11 for a roll of filament. You can get a lot of different things and print a lot of different things out of it. So I know that was a bit rapid fire. I wanted to make sure I got this out. I think I'm going to go back to bed, but make sure you check out these sales. I mean, Insta360's amazing sales right now, if I'm honest with you. The Action 4 is always an incredible deal. This filament stuff, Seed Studio, make sure you go on Seed Studio if you're a maker. I didn't put a whole lot of time in that because there's so many products there. I use them so much and can't tell you how much I support that company. And then lastly, even the Allbirds, bro. Like, the Allbirds are nice. I'm going to tell you, your boy. The thing about Allbirds is this. My shoes that I used to rock, I'm a big shoe guy. I used to be an ultra runner. I know shoes, okay? They're expensive now. Like Nikes, anything is so expensive. These Allbirds, bro, I mean, you're picking up a good pair of shoes for $60, like a phenomenal pair of shoes for $60. Would I run in them or ultra run in them? No. These are more your casual kick around, go on hikes, walk around the city, long distances. That doesn't matter. They have enough support. I don't know enough about them. I probably wouldn't run in them. The other thing to note there is some are wool, some are not wool. I got the not wool ones for hotter climates, and I have the wool ones for things like what's going on here. It's snowing right now. They also make some water repellent type materials. So check out Allbirds. I know it's weird. Hey, shoes are technology, man. Shoes are technology. But if you're looking for someone as a gift or even for yourself, I highly recommend Allbirds and all these other deals. I appreciate your time. This is a long video, but I want to make sure I got out some of these deals that I found. Again, all of these are going to be affiliate links down below. If you'd like to help support the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyways, my name's HillPhantom. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.